Could you just tell us just how important this fixture is for your nation, especially that with a victory, you've got an opportunity probably to get to the round of 16?
Yes, good morning, everyone. It's nice to be here, as always. We all know what it means to win the next game. It's not going to come easy. I think the sooner the better for everyone. Like yesterday, Cameroon sailed through when they won, so they secured their 16th round of place. So we'll try as much as possible to follow suit. It's not going to be easy, like I said, but that is our mission.
Moses, how was the mood in camp, especially that you opened your first match against Egypt, probably the biggest match of the group, with a victory? Just how much confidence does that give you going into tomorrow's match?
Good morning, everyone. Actually, it's positive, and we all are doing well. You say Egypt is one of the big teams, of course, but I think there is no smaller team in Africa.
Hello, everyone. My name is Abiola Shodia from Nigeria Info FM. Coach, after your victory over the Pharaohs of Egypt, everyone in Africa and outside Africa now see Nigeria as a strong challenger. Does the Team Super Eagles see itself as one of the favorites now, especially after beating 7-time champions Egypt?
It's hard to say because it's a marathon. It's only the first game. And like you all know, Egypt, 7 times African champions, is not a pushover. It's a very, very strong team. So whoever thinks that Egypt is not a strong side, he or she is making a big mistake. Yes, we're able to neutralize them. We're lucky at some point as well. We played very well, which is very good. Credit to all the players. And to talk about being favorites now, I think is a bit too early. I will always maintain what I've always said. We're going to look at the next game and approach it with all seriousness and a lot of respect as well. And after crossing that hurdle, we'd have looked towards in the third game.
My name is Jane Frances Wenze from Solid FM in Enugu, Nigeria. So, Coach, there's this belief that the Super Eagles get to lose steam as they grow in a tournament. So they started like a wildfire, and we're expecting that they would, use that momentum to run over Sudan, but sometimes it's not always the case. So what is the team doing generally to ensure that the mentality remains the same, and will still see that Super Eagles we saw against Egypt in the rest of the games?
Yes, that's a very good question. It's only insinuations, but again, with past experience, if you know what people are saying about you, then it gives you like a serious guard. And we're not losing guard on that. We all know it has happened before now, and that's what we're trying to protect against. And the boys knows it because any slip, it's not going to be good. So we're going to remain focused, talk to ourselves, and stay with 2 feet on the ground, and then just keep our eyes on our target. So talking about losing steam, I don't think so. We don't expect every game to go smooth, but we want to try to win every game, but game after game.
My name is Emmanuel Etim, Cool FM. It was good you mentioned Cameroon as a reference point in your introductory remark. I just want to find out if you, as much as you've seen Vincent Abubakar score his experience, do you think the omission or unavailability of a player like Igalo and Victor Osimhen, who is in form, could be a hindrance to our success at this competition?
In terms of scoring goals, probably, I don't know what the Cameroon strategy is. Boubacar, yes, is on top right now, scoring goals. And I always believe that we are not going to build our team around one person scoring goals. That's why we try to assist one another. If you're not in a good position, assist your teammate, because the win is for everyone. And if you have a chance, opportunity to score goals, why not? But we're not looking at one person to be a point man. It's a collective effort, sir.
My name is Shino Oludare from Go.com. And looking at the last 2 trainings of the Super Eagles, Chidozie Awazim was missing. Nigerians want to know the update about his health and his state of fitness, and when is he likely to join the rest of the team?
Hopefully soon. That's beyond my control. I think if the medical staff were here now, they will certify him fit to be back on the pitch. That's the much I can say about Eguavoen.
My name is Ogunshaye Adebanjo, Brilla FM, Nigeria. My question is quite similar to his, but I'll be giving you two. Would like to know what the nature of the injury he sustained is about, or what the condition is that's kept him out of public view. The last time I think we saw Eguavoen was on Monday, the eve of the game against Egypt. The second question also kind of like relates to the one Etim asked you. The Eagles squandered a lot of goals. The attack, of course, against Egypt, we perhaps could have won that game by 4, thereabout. You said that in your press conference. But I'd like to find out if you've been working on just the finishing, if you've been working particularly with your strikers on finishing, and if the strategy has always been to have only the strikers chiefly be responsible for scoring goals. But I know that you also mentioned that everybody can contribute, but I would like some clarification there as well.
I'll answer the second question first. Responsibilities of striker is to score goals, but where that one is not coming, we're looking for assists. That is why when there are set pieces, we send our big boys forward in case there are crosses, then they can also contribute in terms of scoring. But where that one is not happening, we try to do a combination of play. I've always told them to have confidence, all the boys. Whoever that can find himself on the score sheet, I think is fine enough. We're not just, yes, in the past 2 days, we've been working on finishing. And they're getting it. Hopefully, they'll be able to translate that into the game proper tomorrow. On the second question, yes, Eguavoen is still down. He had an ankle injury, and as much as I know, and like I told you, he's going to be back very, very soon.
Oluwashina Okeleji from Afrosport TV. My first question is to Moses Simon. We saw how you played, and there was a running joke that Moses parted the Egyptian Sea and all of that. For the first time in about 2 years, you had the freedom to play in your preferred position. Does that have any effect on how you performed against Egypt? And a quick one to the coach. After the victory, Nigerians were, unified in terms of saying that they enjoy watching the Super Eagles once again. What exactly have you done differently? Or is it just people getting carried away with just a victory against Egypt?
It was him first, right? Yes.
Okay, thank you. Of course, it's one of my best games for the past 2 years. And, we change a coach. And, of course, we change tactics. So every coach have his own mentality, how he impacting players. With the previous one, I play based on his own instruction. And with the current coach, he give you the freedom to bring what you have in your club. So I believe it's helped me a lot, and my teammates.
It's just like he said, it's about freedom. Feel free to express yourself. I said in the last press conference, see me as your father, your brother, your friend, confide in me, but don't take advantage of me being too gentle. And everyone understands that within the players and, of course, the backroom staff. And also, these present players, as you see right now, is not because it's here. They deserve a lot of credit and praises. Why? Probably because most of them are playing out there. When instruction is given, they carry out to the letter. And they don't need too much reminders. So it makes it a little bit easier for the coaching crew.
After you beat Egypt, anybody watched the match saying Nigeria will win Cup of Nations. That's right?
I think the coach have already said that. We take every game step by step. It's too rush for now to tell you that we are going to win it. Of course, we can, but we have to start from Sudan.
My name is Fisayo Dairu. All right, for ACLSports.com, I have a question for Moses Simon. Yeah, I spoke with a former African footballer of the year that has come to your training session, Emmanuel Amunike. He was a winger, and he says, our wingers, as good as they are, need to assume responsibility for the team's productivity. You will agree with me that in that game, we ought to have scored more than one, especially with the opportunities availed for the wingers. So, have you been told something like that? And do you think you guys can actually do better than you did against Egypt in making sure we get more goals, especially starting from tomorrow?
Actually, yes. We are working on it with the staff, with the coach. Of course, we are not perfect. Emmanuel Amunike is a legend. We watch him play on TV. We don't watch him live. So we learn from them. So I cannot say, no, I'm not Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo. Everyone make mistake and everyone trying to improve. We are trying to improve in our game every day.
My name is Ayuk John Ashu. I work for the Camel Radio Television. My question is to the coach. Coach, we know that football is not only on the field of play, it's also the environment within which you play. On a very personal note, how do you feel playing in Garwa? Do you feel like you have enough home support?
Yes, we feel very much at home right from the day we arrived. And of course, the hotel we're staying also, the staff have been so wonderful and they've been so, they've been there for us from day one. From the training section where we are coming, even before the first game, people are chanting. When we are leaving, people are chanting. And then winning against Egypt was also like we have to give it back to them. So the encouragement we've gotten for the entire city of Garoua and the people of Garoua has been very impressive and encouraging.
Well, my question goes to the coach. Against Egypt, I think you did tell us that you explored a double team strategy. Against Sudan tomorrow, will you explore another approach?
Every game comes with a different plan. Sudan is not a pushover. More so, they are on 1 point. We are 3 points. We want to consolidate on that. And they will be pushing more harder to, have a chance to qualify. And we have discussed with as the backroom staff and the entire team together. So tomorrow you will see maybe a different tactics, maybe the same. There are few players also in the attack who are quite fast, probably not as fast as Mosala. But tomorrow they're playing against Nigeria. We expected that they raise their game as well. But we will respond well.
Bonjour coach, je voulais poser ma question en français. Je suis Félix Soboka du journal Émergence au Cameroun. Coach, après votre victoire contre l'Égypte, vous avez affirmé qu'il y avait des consignes particulières vis-à-vis de Mohamed Salah. Est-ce que vous avez pris le temps d'étudier l'équipe du Soudan? Parce que nous avons vu hier le Cameroun face à l'Éthiopie a pris un but. Est-ce que pour vous, le Soudan est une équipe faible?
Not at all. I think Sudan has equal strength as any other team in this tournament. You cannot look down on anybody. If you do that, you will make a very big mistake. As we studied Egypt, like I told you, it's never going to be perfect, but there will be also loopholes. But the ability to put it together really quick matters. That's why I said the boys deserve a whole lot of credit. When we give instructions, it sticks, and they carry those instructions out. So Sudanese team will not be an exception. We will approach them with the same way we did against Egypt. And they're a respected side. They are not a weak side at all. We'll play them with utmost respect.
Oumarou Sandayatou, CRTV. Tout d'abord, félicitations pour votre belle victoire lors du premier match. Ma question, c'est de savoir quel est l'état de vos joueurs concernant leur santé. Vous aurez votre effectif à votre disposition. L'effectif sera au grand complet ou bien il y aura des absents pour le match contre le Soudan.
Okay. Every team is given the opportunity to register 28 players. Nigeria as well. for the fact that we're missing 2 players because their club didn't release them. And so with the 26 that we have, we are eligible to dress 23. So we'll have all 23 available from the 26 that we have on the list.
Last question, please. Last question. Okay, we'll close with the last one.
Thank you once again. My question goes to Coach Eguavoen. My name is Abiola Shodia from Nigeria Info FM. Coach, we saw the starting 11 against Egypt, and some Nigerians noticed that some players did not come up to par in terms of performance. Are we likely to see a changed 11 against Sudan tomorrow, or you will be sticking to the same starting 11 that started against Egypt? Thank you.
That's a little bit hard to say. So we have 24 hours. We hope that everybody stays healthy and fit, and then tomorrow we will see the lineup.
On that note, we come to the end of this pre-match press conference. Coach Eguavoen, thanks for giving us an opportunity to speak to you.
My pleasure, sir. As always.